very early Fiora rotation for what I can only assume is Leon. However, don't count that out of the jungle yet. Count it out of the jungle. Kha'Zix has just been locked in.
Locked in at the final part. Get your exhaust locked in, boys. The summoners are going to be sorted out, no doubt about that one. It is something we should talk about with Queso, is the fact their value of object control. We'll find out how it's going to go. Here we go. Game 1 in the way, ladies and gentlemen, for the Wild Rift Origin Series Championships. Team Queso starting out on the blue side after their 3-2 win over Game Lord yesterday, and RIX GG on the red side after their 3-0 win over Unicorns of Love.
You're going to see Clue and I think Friend here, something that Friend does play a lot of is he has got a minion wave that is pushing towards him. No one's going to support Acolyte on this push, but Acolyte has got those bug senses tingling. He kind of knows that he's in an awkward spot here. Doom may have just walked into lane, and Doom really setting this lane gank up.
Yeah, but he surely fell for the bait there. He did go down, hook, line, and sinker, will be followed down, and that is first blood. And I got to be honest,
Pivot
I think
from them, though. Leon has got absolute priority in the bot lane, and that is going to allow them to get a free dragon. We'll trade this for Rift Herald, and I don't think that RIX should contest this given the way the waves are in.
I think they're going for it. That's it. I think they're going for it. 100% they want to contest. You can see just off the side there, Clue waiting. Going to try and go for the engage, and he does. There's the peel coming through, and that's going to catch one down. That's going to be Snitch picked off. Doom getting away with very little damage. The charm lands absolutely perfect. Leon will go down. Clue will fall as well. That's a 3-for-0 team fight. You pointed it out. They should not have gone for that fight.
It's a really, really difficult fight to take if you're RIX. You do not have super strong early game champions. Kha'Zix is not a massive team fighter, and that is a double tower loss and a potential Rift Herald take as well. Doom's trying to trade for the top lane tier 1, but it is I think it was a really bad
coming through. Andreas and of course Memorized and Ruiz, they're all looking for this. They want to get that red buff away, but that is a long way to follow through. The charm comes in and it is absolutely perfect on Doom.
Gonna back off from this. Nice little pick onto Doom there. They're not going to be able to pick up the red buff, but they're going to create some priority in the mid lane off the back of that wave with the Rift Herald, which should allow them to clear out that top side jungle. Team Queso coming out swinging in this first game of the series, and they mean business. RIX punished heavily for that misplay around the Rift Herald.
That's put a lot of pressure on both top and bottom.
Leon's going aggressive under the tower. Doom trying to find that final break, and he should be able to pick up the kill.
Tried to delay it as long as he could, and he absolutely has. And if they get a second tier 2 for this one, that is not a good trade for RIX at the moment. They may well be able to get that top lane tier 2 turret, and they will do, so that gives them something.
Yeah, they knew Kha'Zix walked straight over a ward. Doom walked straight over a ward here. We have to go for a potential defense on this Baron. Andre wants to start the fight, but
tell you what, they've got it down halfway. They've done a lot of damage. There's a charm coming through. It's Clue. The Glacial Fisher completely misses. They try and peel off around the side. The exhaust has gone down on Doom. Andreas goes in and looks for the kill, and they've managed to get Friend down immediately. Andreas is in all sorts of trouble. In comes Leon trying to get the damage down. It is a pretty much even trade at the moment as Friend gets picked off on the side there. Acolyte can't quite finish off Clue, but he's got a lot of damage to still give here, and the rest of Queso will chase him at mid.
I'm not really sure on the flash from Friend there. I think he was looking for the flash condemn at the start.
There, it was gone so quickly. That's a problem for RIX. They're going looking for it. The taunt comes in. Doom does manage to get the leap away, but he's immediately followed on by the Vi of Andreas. Wednesday can lock him down. They're going to go instead for Snitch. Snitch will be a quick, easy target. It goes gold, but that's only going to last for so long. Down goes the Diana of Snitch. And this is a real problem. Tactical errors. Calling the Baron a little too early, despite what was available to them. In case again, this time they have that ward still in the bush that Ruiz is stood on top of at the moment. Hasn't really found a perfect charm target. Completely telegraphs it onto Doom there. Misses it badly. Memorize getting taken very low. And they've got to peel off the Baron, and this has not gone well for Queso.
No, they took a lot of damage there. They're just trying to bait RIX into a fight, but RIX doesn't have teleport, remember? They have started the Baron here, and it is getting chunked very quickly.
Yeah, because I mean, we're quite far into this one. There goes the Baron going down. Snitch goes in to try to get it forward. Doesn't matter. The Baron will be finished off. Snitch will drop, and now the trouble is really on RIX. Clue is taken very low. He tries to get away. Andreas will find him. Friend is now going to be the next target, but meanwhile, Leon continues to push that tier 2 turret. So they got a tier 1 and a tier turret out of that one. Leon now has to run.
They're trying to go for the end here. They're trying to stop Leon from backing. They have the Baron. They've got a big wave. They've got 30 seconds until the rest of RIX, but that's a flash taunt.
Oh, he's gone. Absolutely melted. The Nexus will fall, and Team Queso will take the first game in the grand finals in this best of 7.
And they're all the bit empowered as they were in their semi-final. War chants coming through from their side. The eyes being made over at RIX saying, You underestimate us, you're going to struggle, and they really popped off in that first game.
There was a clear goal throughout that one. They wanted Baron, they were setting up for Baron, and then the longer the game...
Corki has been given over to Snitch. That was something that was so successful for him in the series versus Unicorns of Love. So I would say that RIX come out with a maybe more comfortable draft for them in terms of individual picks, but it is a very comfortable draft as well for Team Queso.
There's very little front line for RIX though.
Whenever they ever drafted front line.
you got a monsoon to like blow them away, who knows? Let's get the game underway, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2, it is Queso leading the first matchup, and we were talking about, obviously, Litner says throughout the whole of the first day, well, a battle between these two. We know it has gone the distance before. That's been in best of 5s. Here we are in a best of 7. Yes, I said 7, incredibly enough. And at the moment, we've got a bit of a little team fight.
He's a little further behind Andre in terms of experience, but that should catch relatively quickly. I say the RIX. Their bot lane has classically been called very strong. Well, that's a lot of damage.
There's the grand entrance, and that's Clues going down. Just stuck around a little too long there, feeling the confidence as they... Too many of those duo lane battles. Acolyte almost baiting this one, telegraphing it a little too deep there. Andreas will jump in onto Leon there, but he should be able to get away. Taste of Fear sort of signifying that for Leon. That's where that big chunk of damage came from. Leon turns it around, tries to go in for Andreas. Is it going to be enough with that Ignite running? True Shot Barrage is not going to land, and he will back away. Yeah, Doom's coming around the backside. Is he close enough? Yeah, he's going to take that tower hit. That may well prevent it. He's going to try and shove the wave in, and Andreas has managed to get himself topped off enough. The second ward down as well. It's probably been cleared out there, but the Drake will indeed go across. So simple Ocean Drake going to be picked up by RIX GG. There is the Herald being collected by Queso. This time, as you pointed out, they're not going to fight for it. Well, Leon is certainly going to be a nuisance and not let them take it quite so freely as they would like here.
He's
going to try and steal it. He's going to try and steal it. The True Shot Barrage comes across. Andre taken very low here. Leon will get himself a kill, and in comes the rest of the team. Snitch catching on to Ruiz. Ruiz will be able to back away from that one.
Straight over a ward. Leon wasn't going to fight. There's the kick, though.
Acolyte's in trouble. No flash, remember. He burnt it already. Has got that barrier available, but that's about all he can use to try and keep himself safe. Barrier goes down. Not enough to keep him safe, and Snitch will collect the kill.
Doom didn't even have friend. You can't walk into Snitch and Friend when they have friend. When they have this kind of advantage, they are trying to go for a potential steal here. Snitch is going to have to burn this. Oh, that's a brilliant package.
Goes straight across. Memorize goes involved, and there goes the Drake fight. That's who is involved. They've managed to catch on to Leon down the side there, but Andreas has been singled out. The smite comes through, doesn't manage to lock it down, does manage to get the Dragon though, so that's going to cross to Queso at the moment. They're going to try and turn and burn on this one. Acolyte with the Dominus running is going to be enough. Clue caught out in the back of the pit. He will go down, but look at the damage onto Ibu. Ibu just dodges out of the True Shot Barrage. That was massive because it would have finished him off there, and that collects them another kill. A 3-for-1 engagement, and the Drake goes to Queso.
Oh, RIX just about played it perfectly.
The objective, tower or Drake. They're happy for either. The kick onto Andreas. Andreas does get away with it though. And of course, that is the bonus. He can just leap away, and now they're going to try and lock down. Acolyte comes in. Ruiz with the hero's entrance. Didn't really catch anyone there. Some big tools in the arsenal of Queso. Wasted.
Yeah, and you can see that Snitch and Leon just on that front line now. The Gargoyle's gone.
They've separated.
Acolyte's ultimate's dropped as well. There's some really huge tools that are now done. That's a huge engage.
Ruiz goes diving in there. Snitch gets out with the package, and that's one way to escape. There's no doubt about it. The Drake has been pulled out of his pit, but that's not the focus. Clue gets caught. Good grand entrance from Memorize there to knock him up, but no follow-up.
We're going to try and clear this wave out desperately now. They haven't actually gone for the Dragon. They're trying to prevent that tier 1 in the mid lane going down. You can see they do defend it with their...
This is the thing. They're keeping the pressure on that tier 1 turret. They will take it down. This time around, they get the lockup as well. Snitch in trouble, goes gold, but he won't get away from this. The flash comes through, gets followed through by Ibu. Ibu goes a little too deep. The knockback from Memorize forces him away. The Drake was picked up. Objectives both going the way of Queso there in terms of tower and the Baron being started out there. They know that Leon just used that ult. They took it down to half. They're going to go look for the peel. That is going to be a kick away. Andreas tries to go in, catches on. Oh my word, absolute decimation as Doom drops like a stone.
Yeah, Doom way too aggressive with his positioning there. Great kick to start things off, but then unfortunately played it very awkwardly around Memorized following that. Memorized still had that grand entrance available. Maybe Doom a little baited. Didn't really realize that was the case. It's going to have to be an attempted crazy steal, but RIX can't do anything about it, and that is a Baron take now for Team Queso. Clue is massively out of position.
Snitch get caught. what? There's the grand challenge getting the knock-up. Snitch will go down, can't go gold. Use that stasis earlier on, and they are maximizing the potential.
Too much damage, too much control. And I think the team fight is just way too strong. RIX, again, trying to play through the side lane through Leon. It's just not worked out for them. They haven't been able to control the waves as well as Team Queso have. And you can see they're going for it. They have to, though.
Leon trying to go in there. Bottom turret being shoved in by Acolyte, so Team Queso can just swing down there. The engage is nullified. Remember, they have that Baron buff, so it's just going to swing back in their favor. Ibu being very aggressive on what is a tried and tested Rakan Zaya combo. They know and very confident in it. That is aggression. That right there. Pop you go straight away. Ruiz going in for that one. Memorize looking for the grand challenge, doesn't quite land it. They can just pull out of this one. They've stuck around a little too long. Memorize will survive. Got a 1-for-1 with the 2 inhibitors down. They might try and finish, but I think they should back.
Oh, that's a really, really good engage. Oh, great stasis.
Doom looking for the kill, looking for the pickup. Memorize goes in. That will certainly be a kick, but no! Queso have, obviously, yes, they've made that big push, but they can see the entire south side of the jungle. They know where people are, and that's why they can go for these engagements. Doom goes down. That nullifies any attempt for this Elder, and that is going to go Queso's way. It's a huge buff for Queso, and RIX know they have to fight for it. With the inferior numbers, 4v5, they're going to look in for it. Leon's trying to get away, but he just gets knocked up after knock-up, and they cannot escape anymore. Friend will be the next to fall as Clue also gets locked down. Snitch runs away, but there's nothing they can do. Queso will have this game.
They're going to push through. Easy as you like for Team Queso. And once again, upset the odds from RIX. I've got to say, D-Man, they're drafting very heavily for Leon. The resources are there, but they just can't make it work through the side lane, and they have inferior team fights. Again, I understand what the Janna, the Corki, and the Ezreal was supposed to do, but it needed too much time to get there. And honestly, RIX are giving up way too much in the early game. They're not allowing themselves that breathing room to get to the late game, to get that Ezreal and that Corki online. They're not allowing them to have these team fights where, Ezreal and Corki are going to bash Sona, Lux, bot lane. You feed the Sona. Lux is the support.
Hello.
Pantheon comes through. What?
Is that a Riven mid? Is that a Pantheon mid?
Yeah, maybe, actually. That might actually be Pantheon mid coming through from Snitch.
On the way, ladies and gentlemen, as we jump into it on the Rift. And it is, of course, RIX GG starting out on the blue side this time, 2 games down. Will Queso, who are 2-0 up, be able to lock in? Especially, it's something we talked about, obviously, within. Hello, then we're just going to go with the engage at the start there. We'll get the knock-up. Acolyte with the flash just in time. Can't quite finish him off there, and the tower hit comes in onto Leon. They will have a lot of damage onto that tower, but there's going to be Leon that will recall.
Yeah, that was a good little gank from Doom. Burns a lot of the summoners from Acolyte early on. Actually, looks like Acolyte trying to stay for this wave. This is a greedy stay.
Oh,
Doom does still have
flash.
Doom's got flash. He doesn't actually need it. Oh my gosh. He makes no meal of that. He goes straight in with the ult.
Yeah, this has been Queso's job, and I feel that this is maybe what RIX have looked at, saying, you know what, we need to take that blue side away from them.
Friend is in an
This is dangerous.
Spot.
Yeah, this is dangerous. There's going to be the final spark going across. Doesn't catch out. The Riven goes in. Snitch will catch down Memorize. Memorize will drop. They're going to turn on towards Andreas. Andreas on Doom.
Doom's still going. Doom's still
goes and gets alive, gets the regen down, and smites out the dragon. Takes just about everything, and the kitchen sink from Queso.
That is a much...
I mean, that's a great answer. It's like, oh, you're going to put the pressure on the top? We will put the pressure on the mid lane with Clue and Friend in there. That's a nice little final spark coming through. Rift Herald will go through. There's a big knock-up, and they go in for it. Acolyte getting caught out. The team fight not quite there. The Grand Scarfall will come down. And RIX going to keep on pushing this one. They absolutely dunk. Ruiz goes down, catching Acolyte off guard as well. And that Rift Herald is still pushing. Another slam down on the tier 2 turret. Light binding not going to be enough from Ibu, and they will take that turret too. A massive advantage now for RIX.
I don't really think that Team Queso can actually defend this themselves, so they're going to give this one over. You can see Acolyte hanging around, though.
Oh, he's going. The team are coming. Andreas is there. Ruiz is going to come through. The turret will go down. Acolyte takes a lot of punishment, and now they quickly come in. Glacial Fish are locking them all up and absolutely catching them off. Fantastic encore coming through, and that's going to be airborne. Ruiz, what can he do from this one? Leon's going very low, and they might try and turn it. The charm doesn't come in. Andreas tries to join the party. Doesn't happen for them. Final spark doesn't connect. And that was a risky starfall coming in from Leon there to try and get involved. I think they thought they caught Acolyte off guard. Let's see how it transitions because Snitch is still on the top lane. They're going to catch the encore through. The Crescendo catches all 4 members of RIX there. The best engage that Queso could hope for, but they've got nothing to show for it so far. Leon's going to get taken down. They do manage to catch him. And with the Mountain Drake just spawning, they've got to be careful. They're going to lose an inhibitor turret here to Snitch.
That was a little bit over-eager, I think, from RIX. They were trying to catch out Acolyte on the side lane, but unfortunately just
they're trying to catch someone in mid. They want to go for it. It's Clue they're looking for. They turn on to Leon. They may well be able to get him down here as well. He has got himself, of course, the Guardians to keep himself alive, but he does manage to survive, and that was Queso trying to force something. They've got to be careful they don't stick around too long here. The Grand Starfall could quickly bring him back into the fight.
You see Doom just threatening that tier 1 tower still alive. The shielding and the healing is starting to come online for Team Queso. That is a Seraphine ultimate that does catch up. Here we go.
Doom comes in, tries to get on them. Grand Starfall will fall, but they're not going to catch the damage down. Snitch is going to get the focus in, but it doesn't matter. The caught Ruiz off guard. There goes the Acolyte, and that can be a finish. They get a great knock-up, but there's no damage to follow through here. And RIX's gold advantage is simply causing the power disparity for Queso. It was a great catch, but there was nothing to follow it through.
And again, that Seraphine ultimate undoes the team fight for Team Queso, and Snitch does his job. He has one job, and my God, he did it. On the back line, fully empowered sword, and cuts down those 2 enchanters. Brilliant play from RIX. They're a lot more, look at them, they're smiling now. They're a lot more engaged. Team Queso, they're actually giving the thumbs up and the clap here. They're enjoying the competition. I love that mindset from them. They are really, really getting into this series now, 2-1.
For Queso, I feel they thought they'd got a bit more than they had. You know, they caught Leon off guard. Yes, they managed to catch him. They didn't kill him.
Defensively or offensively. And there isn't as much follow-up.
Oh my God, we completely forgot about the RE. We completely forgot about the RE. That's what...
Snitch's RE?
That's so, I guess, the Snitch going on the RE. I mean, we were talking about, obviously, could be a very interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. Get in there, tell your friends, tell your mom, get involved over in the chat as well, and support whoever you want to win. Queso 2-1 up in the series in this best of 7 up against RIX GG here for the Wild Rift Origin Series Championships.
RIX have really changed up their draft style over the last 2 games. We have gone from pure side lane into, like, 5v5 Ball of Death teamfight style. We are seeing a lane swap coming through. Leon will be joining Snitch on the mid side here to allow Acolyte, or not allow Acolyte that free lane. But they will get the quick push as the Ziggs has got a very, very...
Oh, I like the bait. Look at this. As much as they can. Ibu is going to be the dive. Here we go. Leon getting the damage down, and that will be a quick first blood switch hit. Do what you like. RIX answer it in kind. They know they get the double support. Going to come close. Actually, Andreas is maybe coming down to see if he can get a cheeky smite on this one. Acolyte just showing his presence. Mega Inferno Bomb comes in. The smite comes in. Is not enough. Doom will beat Andreas in the smite.
That's one of the first times they've at least picked up an objective off this. Nice charm!
Oh, that's a big charm! Pulls him into the tower as well. The ignite goes down and the finish comes in. And that will be a clear kill. And now Memorize all sorts of trouble. RIX goes piling in there. And that will be a double for them. A triple, sorry, for them. And the objective, and they may well get this mid turret here, but they are going to lose out on the bottom.
Yeah, Acolyte won't be able to tank this up though, and it does look like Snitch is making his way down.
Oh, Ibu, you're caught. He's going to get one out of this one. Friend is going to get away with it. Oh, my word.
RIX come alive in the early game. Look, just draft team fight. Draft good level 5s, and you suddenly have a little bit more.
Covering map to map, Baron to Dragon, everywhere he goes. So he is stacking out in the gold at the moment, starting to work out well. He will be the tankiest member of the team, and it has to be, as he goes back to buy just before this Dragon spawns. Rui is caught out once again. Flash and Barrier both burn, and they have to back away from this one, and it doesn't look like it's going to work out well for Queso. They need to get back to the tower, but Ibu absolutely sent packing back into his team. No damage going down at the moment. The exhaust will go down onto Doom, and Doom will back away, and that's surely the Mountain Drake going the way of RIX. Oh, they turned it back around. The charm comes in and catches Ibu, completely napping. The grand entrance is a great knock-on, but there's no follow-on. Andreas tries to come around the side, but Acolyte tries to back away. He will fall as well. And RIX just completely catch them off guard with their own tool, the Mighty Charm.
The Mighty Charm. Snitch, he lands another one here. And finally, Starting to understand myself why RE is considered so strong. We've got to be very careful. Friend is backing on a ward here. A stray little basic attack or a bomb from Ruiz could have picked up that kill.
Here we go. We're going straight into it. They're going to look to try and catch the charm. Memorize going to get caught out. He will try and dash away from this one. No! Actually failed to try and escape there. Caught him off guard. Acolyte does get the pull in on Doom there. Tries to get the punishment down, but the bomb misses from Ruiz. Ruiz very low on mana as well, so has to back here. And they did take the dragon.
You can see that RIX have to invest so much to get a bit of wave cleared down.
He's got no mana. He's got no mana. They realize it. They're saying, okay, we can push you down. You can't stop this one. Yeah. They're going to go looking for it. Leon comes in, doesn't manage to land it. The charm goes down. Leon gets picked off on the tower. The rest of the team replied quickly, and it's a 2 for 0 there. Didn't catch Snitch getting picked off, actually.
Might have no mana, but he's got flash. And that was a very, very nice bait there from Ruiz. He's going to get himself back into the fight very quickly. Got 30 seconds to work with.
Oh, the grand entrance. They managed to catch out Doom. He tries to get away from this one. Should be enough to get away to the Honey Fruit. Turn it back around. And now Ruiz is joining the party. And look at this. Andreas off the side lane. He's going
that cooldown for Ruiz is almost back.
Yeah.
He's almost back. Doom's trying to threaten, but...
Trying to force the flash. Trying to force the flash from Ruiz. Doesn't fall for it. There goes the charm. There's a lot of damage down on Snitch coming in here. They may try and focus it, and they do. They go for it. Try and get the damage down. Memorize will back away from that one. Doom being going gold there, trying to pull away from that one. So the pressure down, not enough, and in they goes! Andreas gets one, focuses on Doom, the tower will fall, that's going to be the main target, they're trying to get the damage down, the charm comes in at Andreas, that doesn't catch himself a kill, Leon has to use the dominance to escape, and Queso put the power and the pressure on.
Oh wow, what a pick onto Friend right there. Andre held his gun with that Sonic Wave. And RIX now in an awkward spot where they really can't contest this Elder Infernal. You can see the Team Queso are going to work their way straight over towards it.
That may be all they can get.
I mean, they have to go for the Elder Inferno. That's the Exalt down. You kind of have to make this fight happen.
Mega Inferno doesn't work out. In goes Leon, in goes Clue. They're trying to look for the damage around the side. Snitch has been picked off. Doom is getting chased. He will go down. There's no smite to help out here. Meanwhile, the backline is also being punished. Ruiz goes down. That is also a couple of kills being picked up. RIX continue to chase, but now the backline is here to help them out there. Clue will get picked off on the side there. Friend Doom what he can to get the damage down, but there's the dunk coming in. Acolyte will live, and they could turn towards the Elder.
Team Queso absolutely clinical in the late game here. And they're going for the Elder Inferno. I don't know if Leon's going to be enough to stop them by himself. There is too much sustain. That is a huge objective win for Team Queso. They bought their time. The Ziggs coming in clutch for this game. Just able to constantly prevent that pressure being shoved into the mid.
Misery compounder. The tier 2 goes down as well.
Did Friend have stasis on that engage of the tower? That's my real question. I don't know if Friend...
The Baron's been done. The Baron's being finished. The Baron's going to go down here. You can see Doom's off the side there. Just too late. Can't join the party. Had no vision. And the Baron will be picked up. A 2-man Baron. The danger of a 20-minute game. They do manage to catch the charm down. That will catch out Memorize. Not the hugest of targets, but a good crowd control nonetheless for Queso.
They need to take this fight now. If you're RIX, they know it. They're going for it. But Doom takes half his HP in a single setup from the Ziggs.
Which one do they deal with? Do they go for Acolyte on the top? Do they go for the mid? They have to protect one of these turrets because they're both being pressured at the moment. Acolyte with the wave, and the wave clear is all they can focus on.
They need to just engage. They just need to straight up engage.
Bomb. Mega Inferno comes on. The Ignite catches on him. That surely will be the game as Snitch goes down. Queso will push in. Leon has to engage. They can't do anything about this one, but RIX are going to fall left, right, and center. They will get one down. The Guardian Angel will pop, but it does not matter. Queso will get the dunk in there, and championship point will go to Queso. They're one game away from victory here. Incredible.
And the Ziggs, I've got to say it, you can see why he's banned in competitive. You can see why he's had 100% presence. It's like time and time again. I mean, so many early picks from RIX, but they converted it into nothing because the wave clear was just so consistent. And again, I've got to praise Queso. They're so good at managing waves. Their map pressure and their macro play is absolutely unparalleled at this competition. I think they've clearly leveled up from the previous Origin series that we've seen before. And honestly, like Ruiz did almost nothing that game. In fact, most Vi that comes through for Team Queso. Team Queso have got a very, very standard kind of like back to front style team comp where you have a little bit of isolation with the Vi and the RE, whereas RIX It's very heavy scaling, and that is one of my worries here. You need a lot of time.
Gentlemen, game number 5. Will it be Queso that take the championship here, or will RIX fight back once again? 100% win rate for the blue side so far, which does favor RIX, of course, and challenges Queso's love for that Rift Herald.
Queso have been so good. I really can't take anything away from this tournament. I think that all of their fundamentals have been so incredibly strong.
Leon.
I've been very impressed. There's a really early wave shove for Leon and Snitch.
Leon
Easy way to... we have... Oh my god, that's the charm down. That's the charm
He's
down.
missed the charm. He's going to go in for Ruiz here. Andreas is instead going to get turned to the focus. There's almost certainly first blood, but he gets the heel off. And no, it turns around. Doom goes down. Andreas still alive. Snitch fail flashes. Oh, disaster for him. He can't get away, but here's the sustain and power that they were looking for. Andreas, the shield comes through. They do get him down. It's turned around again. Acolyte, not a great deal of damage to come out here and help it out, and Snitch will get focused on by Memorize. What the heck just happened? The 3 for 2. They're gonna force the Dragon Start? Okay, they're gonna try and counter it into the Rift Herald, but I can tell you what, Queso are gonna get this Rift Herald and be down here quick.
They are going to be down very, very quickly. Ruiz has that charm available. Friend sitting on the sidelines. I think unfortunately RIX have to go for it. They've whiffed the ult as well. This is disaster for them.
Acolyte coming in, they're looking for this one, and I'll tell you what, Queso may be stuck in the pit. The Crescendo's already gone out, and it's not really done a great deal. Clue's gonna have to try and flash away. He's got nothing, and look at Ibu. Ibu just popping off in the backside. The Dragon will go across the Queso. They'll get themselves a kill out of this one. Ibu just about flashes out in time, but everything is going the Queso way.
This is domination for Queso. They mean business in championship point right now. 4,000 gold lead, 5,000 gold lead at 4 minutes. RIX are in shambles.
They throw down the Herald instantly. Ruiz once more. He's going to come in, and Doom will fall. And this is a huge... In hindsight, we can see that it was such a danger move in the pit, and that is going to be Snitch caught out here. Nothing you can do about that one. And they get themselves a double down on that as Clue's finished off. And that is a very raucous Queso that you are hearing in the background, and it is absolute silence from RIX.
I don't blame them.
That means across in terms of items and gold. An assassin of Ruiz. Oh, Clue is caught napping. Tries to flash away, not gonna happen for the Rift Herald, for the Scuttle Crab at the Rift Herald to get the vision, but they're running headlong into Team Queso, who are ready with open arms. Doom will fall, Andreas will turn, Clue will be the next target as he tries to get away. Sustain or not, you cannot avoid. It's such a huge gold disparity, and they are diving towers deep to get these kills right now. Acolyte will walk away, and they have the damage, the ability, and the skills to take the victory here.
10k gold lead, Infernal's up, they have a man advantage. Team Queso have had their number, I think, from draft to execution. And at this point, you are just looking at a team that has an insurmountable lead to work with.
RIX realizing there needs to be a death ball, but the problem is they've got that Zone of Seraphim we were talking about. It needs time to get going. They haven't been given that time. And look at Andreas, happy to dive under the tower. Clue just gets decimated in there. Doom does what he can. Some good damage coming out from RIX here to try and turn it around. But the question is, have they got enough to try and get the damage down? No, the dunk comes through. Leon tries to escape, and it's a 3 for 3 as they keep themselves alive for now.
So wombo combo that works in favor of RIX, but it's still an even trade back from what is a ridiculous disadvantage.
Leon looking to try and punish, but he's get caught out around the side there. Oh no, separated from his team. Doom's in trouble. The Crescendo comes across, but there's no follow-up for it. Acolyte goes in. He's taken very low, but look at the lifesteal. He just falls out of there. He will fall in the end. It's still a 1-for-1 with a big top laner down. They're going to try and chase this one. RIX are looking towards it, but I don't think they've got enough to follow through, and they realize they have to back. The sustain is still strong though from RIX here. It's starting to show.
It's starting to show. Starting to see why this team comes so good. Oh, Clue, you just played with fire, my man.
And it's some big items at this level, and it's equating to almost a full item per player at the moment. Certainly for the top in the jungle there. Memorize going to get focused. The push comes in, but that's a great slam from Memorize to slow them down. The explosive cast separates Doom from his team. He tries to do the same at the moment. Ruiz putting the pressure down on towards Snitch there. In goes that's Leon. There's the encore coming across the Crescendo. Andre goes gold. They got Ibu separated around the side, but there's no damage, unfortunately. It was a great fight, no doubt about it, for RIX, but the damage is just lacking. The 10,000 gold disparity showing exactly there.
Yeah, it was the setup maybe RIX wanted, but they just don't have the gold to work with. Andre trying to force Friend away from the tower. Memorize trying to find the flush body slam. They want this championship right here, right now. They're trying to threaten Friend at the very least.
Trying to do what he can. You can see he's fighting for it. He's got no mana left, and there goes the inhibitor turret. They will back away from this one. It's not going to be over just yet. There will be one more team fight to be had.
And look, it's Clue that's the one that has to face check this right now. You've got Ruiz on the front line.
Oh, he's going to get caught out on the side there. Doom taken very low by Ruiz. That Baron being finished off very quickly. Leon has to go for it. Is he going to get close enough? No. The Baron will go across to Queso, and now Leon tries to avoid the pit. The damage coming down in the pit, but it's not on the targets they're looking for. And this is Queso turning the game in their favor. It is a team ace. It is over, ladies and gentlemen. That is surely it.
They're going for it. They're running straight down mid. They've got the Baron wave to work with. Teleports coming in. Team Queso are going for the championship.
Incredible stuff from Team Queso. No doubt about it. The Nexus will fall. It will be a 4-1 championship victory here in the Wild Rift Origin Series for Queso. Absolutely deserved throughout.
And they absolutely deserve it. They're smashing the screens. They are hugging it out. You can hear their voices on these microphones. They're the deserved winners this weekend. They've played every series that they've entered with absolute energy, gusto, and it means so much to these players that have been second fiddle to RIX for 3 months now.
Not only are they champions here, they will go forward and represent Europe in the Horizon Cup later on in November. Incredible performance. 4-1 is a statement, certainly to rest of Europe. They've been second fiddle to RIX for the last 3-4 months leading up to this tournament, and you can see just what it means for these players. Absolute delight for a team that very much deserves an excellent performance in the semi-finals over Gamelord, and a very confident, dominant performance over RIX GG here.
Yeah, it was a beautiful display from Team Queso. They've played excellently from start to finish, as we said.